Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that is in fact mine. This watch was sort of a accidental discovery, if you will. I was on one of the watch groups on Facebook that I frequently browse. I think it was Watch Gang, unaffiliated and so on. It was a group set up as sort of the anti-watch gang, anti-fans, I guess you could call it. People were disenchanted with a company called Watch Gang that does monthly random giveaways. It's a subscription service. Okay, I'm not entirely familiar with it. But it is a really good group to browse because there's all kinds of watches at all kinds of price points and all different styles of watches to look at and buy and sell and trade. And I stumbled across somebody who was very happily posting that they had just received their watch from a company I'd never heard of before named DeSanders. DeSanders Horology, and you can see that the word horology is spelled with an I-E instead of a Y. So kind of interesting, and the watch was really a good looking watch. I've been a fan for a long time of an Omega watch called the Aquaterra World Time. And the dial is dominated by a very realistic looking 3D image of the globe. But that's a very expensive watch and not something I was ready to pop down money for at the time. But this watch has a very similar looking dial to it, and it was very interesting looking to me. And it was a GMT watch, and it was at a really good price. And I decided to pop for it and buy it. And it arrived very recently. And I'm taking off the sleeve. It arrived recently despite the best efforts of DHL. Yes, DHL, you're now on my I hate you list, along with UPS, Post Office, and FedEx. You just couldn't get the job done. I just don't understand you guys. You were so good for so long. But when you open up the box, the outer box, which is a really nice quality looking box. The inner box is kind of interesting. Also, there's a warranty card comes with it, and an instruction book kind of countersunk down into the bottom of the outer box. The inner box has this compass motif in the middle, and it flips open like that and reveals the watch. But before we get to that, underneath this part, you also get some extra straps. They actually send you 3 straps with the watch. One obviously installed, but you get 2 more straps. This nice leather a leather strap with kind of I guess a lizard pattern on it with a deploy style clasp. Very nice. And also this sailcloth with a deploy clasp as well. So the watch already comes preloaded with extra straps for you to play with if you so desire. And of course, the little tag up at the top says, "For the journey." The watch is called the Voyager. And, you know, Voyager, journey, Makes perfect sense. The strap that came on the watch when I got it was this alligator crocodile pattern leather strap with a deploy clasp. We'll get to that in a minute. And you can see the dial is a very interesting dial with a globe theme. I mean, there's North America there, and then the European, Asia, part of the European continent, the Asia continent on that side. And it's real. I mean, it's not obviously the detail of the of watches like this in the higher end market, but pretty good for considering this watch retails on DeSanders' website for $663. I'll leave a link to their website in the description, of course. But really a nice looking watch. Let me see if we can zoom in here. Oops. So you can see the detail. And the globe has lines of latitude and longitude because the watch purports itself to be a travel companion watch. And a GMT as well. There's the GMT hand there. I have this set to Eastern Time US, and the GMT hand is actually set to Greenwich Mean Time, which is approximately 5 hours ahead of the Eastern time zone in the U.S. So it's right now almost 1:20, as you can see on the watch, but GMT time is 2000 hours instead of 1300 hours, which is what this would be in military time. So it does give you the ability to track a second time zone by independently setting the GMT hand from the time hand. And that's done with the crown, obviously. No pushers on either side. The case back is a very nice compass motif. And it says DeSanders Voyage GMT, which is the model of the watch. There are two models of the Voyage watch. There's this one with the blue dial in stainless steel, and there's also one in a rose gold. It's not real rose gold, it's a rose gold coating, and it's sort of a brown motif. And like I said, when I leave the link in the description, you can take a look at that watch as well. Has a screw down crown, which is nice. Even though it's not really a sports watch, it's nice to have. The crown has two positions. This first position allows you to set the GMT hand. The second position is the time setting, and also it hacks the movement. Push it all back in. It all feels very solid and very, very good quality. The hands are what are called sextant style hands. They're supposed to evoke the sextants that ocean voyagers would use back in the long time ago days, where they would use the sextant to shoot the stars and determine their position via that. And the sextants had these little windows like this and like that, where you would aim the window at a certain star to get your reading from. And you have a very similar window for the GMT hand right there. The case is a nice combination of kind of a brushed finish or a matte finish and polish. Very nice bezel. The bezel is a nice gentle slope, so this will fit under a long sleeve cuff. I'm actually wearing a long sleeve shirt because right now it's January where I'm shooting this, and even though it's not cold by northern standards, I'm cold. So I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. And as you can see, when I give you the wrist shot, it slides very nicely underneath a long sleeve shirt. And I give you a wrist shot there. You can see on my slightly smaller than a 7¼ inch wrist, because I've recently lost some weight. It fits very well. Down the barrel shot shows that it fits my wrist just fine. This is not a very big watch. I'll go over the measurements in a minute, but someone with a, say a 6½ inch wrist could probably get away with this very nicely. The clasp is stainless steel, as is the case. It is a double fold butterfly style clasp. Not my favorite kind of clasp, but it's executed pretty well. And it folds over with the small side first, and then the large side with the tongue, if you will, comes in second and slides into the keepers very nicely. If it bothers me down the line, I guess I can always put it on a different strap with a conventional buckle. But for now, this works very well. It's a double push button release, and it pulls away very nicely and opens up. The deploy works by simply flipping this arm down. No, wait. I got it backwards. Sorry. This way. Flip this down. You can see it's a pin and fits into the hole. Clicks closed. And it's pretty solid. And you can see you got plenty of room to play with. It is a 40 millimeter diameter case, so it's right on the more or less near the bottom edge of where I like to have my watches, as I've gone over many times. My quote-unquote sweet spot is in the 41 to 44 millimeter range. This one does fit very well. It's a 20 millimeter width on the lug, 47 millimeter on the tip to tip, and it's 14 mil thick. So it's a dressier style watch. It probably won't fit under a dress cuff, but then again, you're not wearing this watch in a dress scenario. You've got other watches for that. And with the screw down crown and the screw down case back, you do get 100 meter water resistance. As I said, it's all stainless steel. The strap is a leather strap with a crocodile pattern. It's got a sapphire crystal on the front, and it has the newer Seiko NH34 GMT movement inside. So Seiko movement's going to give you a good toughness, going to give you good long service, and when it does eventually need service, as all watches do, pretty much any watchmaker in your locale should be able to work on it, should be able to get parts for it, and it'll just work for you for a good long time. So, as I said, this was kind of an accidental find for me. I was just perusing Watch Gang Unaffiliated on Facebook, and I found another posting about the watch. It intrigued me. I found the website. The price was right. It looked good. It was a good deal, and I decided to go for it. And I think this is a nice watch. I've not heard of DeSanders before. I don't know a lot about their long-term durability, but the fact that they're not doing anything overly exotic, and it's a Seiko movement, I should think that the watch will give me plenty of good service. So you never know what you're going to find when you start poking around watch forums and watch groups and places like that. just out of either, you're taking a break from doing something else, or you're bored, or whatever. Good things can and do pop up on your feed, and you end up with a really nice watch. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it to be entertaining, useful, informative. If you did, a thumbs up would be appreciated. That does help with the YouTube search algorithm and brings people to the channel, and that's always a good thing. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to try to troll me, you are going to try to insult me. I mean, you can try. You probably will not succeed, but you can try. Or you're going to post links to bad places on the internet. I'm simply going to delete the comment and block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, but you have not clicked the subscribe button, or you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button. It only takes a second or less. And when you click that and the bell icon, so that when I upload a new material, you are alerted to these things. When you subscribe, you help grow this channel. I am on a goal to get to 3,000 subscribers. I know it's a modest goal, but I would like to get there. When we do get there, I have a watch giveaway already set, ready to go when that happens. And it will not be a piece of junk. It will be a nice watch. Hell, it might even be a Zelos. You never know. So please subscribe to the channel. Help grow the channel. Meanwhile, as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It is not getting any less crazy, and it is now 2024 when I make this video. And 2024, I guarantee, is going to be a poop show. It's going to be a wild ride, folks. So please, when you're out and about, be careful, be safe, be well. See you soon.